Hi, welcome to the channel. Today's video is about OF girl who complains men only want her for her body. We're going to check this video together and I love your thoughts and your contribution in the comments below. Let's dive right in. This is a member shout out. Thank you so much for signing up to become a member. You're on this channel. Your love and support is immensely appreciated. And if you want to sign up to become a member, do well to click the link in the description box below to sign up to become a member, or you can click the join button beside the subscribe button to subscribe or to join the channel memberships. Once again, thank you so much. Your love and support is immensely appreciated.
Why men feel it's okay to constantly sexualize women and watch adult content and then judge women for being adult content creators.
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up.
I guess, what are your thoughts?
Like, for example, I'm not saying this is all men at all, but I do see a theme of men who are very quick to shame and judge and just like talk shit, but we like, for the woman, we would be the ones that they would immediately thirst over, and they're still watching our content. Like, I feel like for them, me thinking about it, maybe it's them like being ashamed of their attraction, or maybe feeling like they're emasculated, that a woman can do the easiest thing ever. And for some men also, it's really hard for them to get sex. Like, some men, it's harder for them to get laid. And then when they see a woman who they would love to sleep with just dominating that industry, they're like, wow, she just gets to make all this money so easily, and I wish I could fuck her, but I have to go clock in and make less than her.
Okay, so it's like economic jealousy, financial jealousy, but then also hypocrisy. Like,
yes.
Oh, these adult porn stars, they're fucking gross, blah, 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 but also I'm going to goon over them.
Yes.
Okay,
literally,
I see what you're saying.
Yes. That's what...
Let me just say this, because we get it that there are some men who, you know. But again, let's even look at it this way, because over time, these OF girls, they complain or they say, oh, they are overly sexualized. I'm wondering what is going on. What is going on? Because you complain that these men watch you, these men thirst over you, these men watch you, but these are the exact same men that pay you, or that your content are appealing to. I'm trying to understand the logic behind it, because it's not making sense to me. Because do you think if your content are not appealing to those men, who do you think your content would have been appealing to? Women? Or do you think women would pay to come and watch another woman strip down? Or another woman doing OF because what, she likes the woman or whatever? Because guess what? If majority of the men, yeah, we get it, there are terrible people out there. There are people who, like, I don't know what I want to say it, but again, it goes both ways, right? Because if these women or these men are not there, these women will not be on. OF will not make money. These girls, if these men don't subscribe, pay their money to these girls or whatever, these girls will not make money. Where would they be? McDonald's packaging fries, right? Obviously. But again, you create contents that are appealing to some particular type of men, and then you're like, I'm trying to understand the logic behind it, because make it make sense. If your content is not appealing to them, you wouldn't see them there. It's just like if you have a plate of food that has gone bad and flies are hovering around it. Do you think the flies are hovering around it because they love the food? They are attracted to it because there is something that they are attracted to there.
That's just my opinion. I'm not saying that that's what it is. That's just what I get from, seeing like certain videos or just talking to some men even.
I don't know if it's necessarily a contradiction if for a man to consume porn. I guess it would depend on the degree to which he, like, if he was like a massive gooner and like super addicted to it, or he watched it for like 20 minutes like a couple times a week or whatever. But I don't know if that would even really matter. But uh, I don't know if there's a contradiction in watching porn and then like judging people who do porn.
Okay. I do think I was more talking about the massive gooners just because I have talked to a few men and, well, okay, I told you that I worked at like a bikini cafe. A lot of guys would just come in there and like vent about all their beliefs and ideas. And I'm just like listening to them. I'm like, but you're in here though. You're
Well, yeah,
in here
that's
and you hate us. Why are
pretty
you
stupid.
like, why are you?
And they were customers, right?
Yeah. So I'm just
So at
like,
bikini cafe, you're serving coffee, but in a bikini.
yeah, well, you also have to, not like have to, but the etiquette is for the women, the girls, to go and sit down with the customer and talk and like sit at his table and talk with them and just like they can buy a lap dance, but the etiquette is you talk to them and if they like the conversation, they think you're attractive, they just keep putting money like in your outfit type of deal.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess if we were to map that onto like strip clubs, if a guy was going to a strip club and like getting dances or watching the strippers do
And
their
they're
little
just being
stage
like, I hate
shit, and
this
like
bitch.
that'd be super weird. And
Yeah,
I don't know about
and
that.
that's
but-
definitely not all men. That's definitely not all men. That is on the more extreme side, but I do feel like a lot of men do have like the less extreme kind of mindset. Like, she's so hot. I'm gonna watch this content, but I hate her.
I'm wondering. Like I do think it's guys who have an issue with it, but they'll like go and follow.
Yeah.
You know, they'll go and follow like a bunch of like Instagram
Exactly,
models or whatever,
yeah,
or
like
Instagram
that type of
girls,
behavior.
but they also have criticisms for it. Like you probably shouldn't be following them. I mean, me personally, I don't follow anyone on Instagram. I just
Yeah.
don't care enough.
It's just an
But-
interesting mindset to kind of have. If it were me,
But
I'd do
okay.
it. Like double standards.
Would you
maybe.
date a guy? So for the women who do, well, I guess I'll just open it up to everybody. But would you date a guy who, let's say he's not addicted, but he does watch? Would you date him?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I wouldn't date him, not
Wouldn't date
one
him?
bit. I wouldn't marry him.
Okay. What about you?
Nope.
What about you?
No.
Don't you do
Yeah.
OF?
But like on the other end of it, no. Like I wouldn't date somebody that pays for.
Yeah, that is.
You know what I'm saying?
Because he's a trick. He's a bitch ass
It's just
trick.
something about that character. No, I don't want to say
Okay.
that characteristic, but you know, I
Yeah.
just like I don't know. No.
What if he like found your shit and he only watched your
No,
shit?
I wouldn't
Still?
even. No.
Still?
Really?
Okay. All right.
And yeah, I just don't. I'm new to the
You're new to the game.
Yeah.
to the game.
New to the game.
So we're still learning trials and tribulations.
What about you?
Oh, you create content online, which supposedly you're bound to expose your body, and other men are supposed to pay you, but you wouldn't date or be in a relationship with somebody who watches that type of content, or let's say the other professional adult content. Yeah, yeah, not made up. Yes. Now you see the problem. You see the problem. You know the truth. So you too, you know that okay, you wouldn't date people or someone who watches it, but you create that type of content anyways. So why are you doing that? And if somebody who doesn't watch those type of content refuse to date you, who is the creator of that type of content, you say, oh no, they are being rude or terrible. I think we already covered the video that potentially said that, where some of these women who are supposedly OF girls be like, oh, man shouldn't judge them for the kind of content they create, but you're allowed to judge a man. You're allowed to judge a man. And let's even talk about the other one, talk about the bikini cafe and stuff. Yeah, see, when I hear things like this, I love to look at it from different angles and from both sides. Yeah, those men are like whatever, whatever. But again, some people, regardless, they don't like it. It's not like it's a good behavior, but there are some people they don't like it, but they will still pay for it. They'll still go there and go and watch it. Is it good? No. But guess what? That's the reality of life. Some people may decide that, oh, they don't like to drink, let me use soda. But again, they may go to a party or a place and maybe it's offered to them. They may just be like, okay, let's have a drink. Is it good? No, they know it's bad for their health, but they're going to take it. There are some people who will be like, oh, they've quit smoking. But again, one smoke will not get hot. That's the reality of life. Sometimes you have to use your tongue to count your teeth. That's just the reality of life. But again, let's get back to this one. The truth, a trick of the matter here is you create that type of content, but you will not date somebody who watches that content. Somebody should help me to explain it, because it looks like somebody should help me explain it in the comments below.
No, heck no. My ex used to do that. I'd find it on his phone, and I'd just get like, I'd be like, oh, this is what you like. It was just weird for me mentally. Like,
Right.
I
Okay.
wouldn't.
What about you?
I know it sounds ironic, but no, I would not. Like, my men obsessed over me.
No, he's not like addicted. He's just watching. I don't know.
I feel like, I don't know. I think it would depend on like the type of content that he's watching and where. Okay, so if he's just like going on porn on the hub, no, not a big deal. If he's going on like the amateur sites digging for shit, and like I could see that he's like going on like
Something specific.
like what is it, like Iromi? There's like some like super like in the back rooms type. Like if he's like searching for it, going on OnlyFans, no. The hub, I'm not too big of a deal on that.
Okay. What about you?
No, I wouldn't.
What about you?
I don't mind. I don't care. It's their business.
Okay. What about you?
No.
Okay.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
So, but the thing is like, say you do OnlyFans and you're like sexy, like, okay, you know what I mean? Like, why would he need to do that if you have a whole, or not, but like you have a whole like sexy woman at home, like, and you could just go watch her content, you know, or make it with her.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends. Some people are.
So that makes it okay. You shouldn't watch, but you're allowed to create to expose your body online. You're allowed to create that kind of content, make money out of it, but he shouldn't watch. The match is not matching. The correlation is not there. But you're allowed. Okay, he is allowed to watch your own content, right? Only your content. But other men are also allowed to watch your content, right? Other men are allowed to watch your content, but your partner is not allowed to watch other people's content. I'm trying to understand the logic behind it, because you are creating that type of content. You think it is okay. You think it is okay to create the content, but you wouldn't date somebody who watches that type of content. I'm trying to understand. So why do you think what you're doing is okay, but what the other person is doing is not okay? I'm trying to understand the logic, because not be say the two of them good. None of the two of them, they are not even good. They rock the same boat. The only thing is, one is the consumer, the other one is the creator. But they are rocking the same boat. I'm trying to understand the logic. Maybe somebody else who potentially understands it more than I do would explain it better. Not making sense.
And like they're not living together, so they don't see the person all the time. Maybe he's busy, you're busy.
Yeah.
I guess it depends. I mean, you know, I personally believe if the frequency is frequent enough, like if I'm in a relationship, I don't watch any porn whatsoever.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah.
But if you're like long distance and you don't have like an addiction, and it's just like, look, maybe ideally she's just sending you stuff of herself.
Yeah.
Not to say she's a sex worker, like a porn star, but it's just like she's just sending you nudes and it's private just for you.
Exactly.
But I don't know if I think it's ideal for a guy to not be watching it in general, whether he's in a relationship or not. Yeah. But I mean, if you live across the country and you see him every once a month, or every 2 months, then I mean, probably let the guy fucking jerk it a little bit. I don't know. He's all backed up and shit.
Oh, no.
Don't trip too much if it's long distance, I guess.
Yeah,
But if you guys like are seeing each other a few times a week, then probably guys should not be watching porn.
Why don't you watch porn?
Why don't I watch it? It's a couple things. I'm like insanely busy. Well, so in a relationship.
Yeah. Because you're in a relationship?
No, so okay. Well, if I am in a relationship, then no,
Yeah.
I'm not going to watch it. Although if it's long distance, then
Oh,
whatever.
okay.
Like, maybe
Okay,
I'll,
so I guess
you
you're a
know,
little bit
Ask
open.
for
stress
FaceTime,
relief or
yeah.
whatever, you know.
Just a little
Okay,
dibble dabble.
But I'm not like
Seems like, I guess you're a little bit open to it then.
to what.
To porn.
I don't think so if you watch it just like, okay, it's like twice a week and your girlfriend lives across the country and you're just like watching it for, I don't know, 30 minutes or whatever, I really think there's not really much harm that's actually being done to the individual. I think some of the harms of porn when it's consumed in moderation is completely, well, I don't even know if the criticisms of porn consumption by men as it relates to moderate consumption is what people are critical of. I don't know if people make that differentiation. Clearly addiction is going to have repercussions. And then there is, of course, going to be an impact like, okay, you could say, well, okay, he's watching all these porn stars and they look this certain way. Then there's that component of it where he's like,
Yeah.
you know, holding up like either the girl he's dating or women he's seeing to like, you know, these porn stars that aren't necessarily an accurate portrayal of either like how, you know, women in the real world look. Although,
Yeah.
like, to be fair, I don't think a lot of porn stars are particularly that
Me either.
attractive. But
Me either.
or just like the actual sex itself can be quite exaggerated that you see in porn. There's cuts, there's edits.
Yeah. I think
and-
it desensitizes you as a male and makes you less disciplined when you watch porn. So, and it also makes you in the future, if you keep watching it so much and get addicted, maybe you'll start doing taboo things like looking up like other shit that I don't want to talk about or mention, but things that aren't normal at
Well,
all.
In terms of women's porn consumption, we actually see women consume like the most degenerate porn ever. Like y'all women will look at like violent porn, like sadistic, sadomasochistic stuff.
Women
Like y'all will watch
probably
some girl
like
get
it.
the shit kicked out of her and she's fucking crying by the end of it. That's
Yeah.
some crazy shit.
Yeah, a lot of women
What? No,
have
you
this
disagree?
I'm like, hold on.
fantasy
where'd you
of
get that
getting
from?
like
No, it is I
You
think it is
know.
the case. Like the rough, like women love that shit.
You know,
Yeah.
a lot of women have fantasies
yeah,
of
they
getting
have
raped
a
and everything.
fantasy of
yeah,
that, and you know,
very interesting.
essay, and I don't want to say it on here,
Yeah,
but
it's really violent.
but
And they
with,
read a
like,
lot of books.
abuse
They read
and
a lot
stuff.
of those books.
Yeah,
That is another thing. They'll read like fan fictions and stuff like that are like
Yeah.
super violent. They have this whole like
Oh, yeah,
community on
the book
TikTok.
stuff.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah.
Book
The
talk
smut-
or
that's
whatever?
crazy.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah. I mean, why?
And you know what's even quite interesting? Somebody made a comment in one of the videos recently talking about this same thing. And when I read that comment, what came to mind was, oh yeah, there's a possibility that this is true. And hearing lots of these women, because obviously lots of women have actually shared the exact same thing, that is like they fantasize about that. And you all know what we're talking about, the R word or the essaying part. Lots of women fantasize about it. Now my head is like, it's all blown up. I'm like, yo, that may be true. Because look at 365, right? The movie. I think it's got part one, part two, part three or so. Also, then look at 50 Shades of Grey, 50 Shades Darker, and 50 Shades Free. Lots of women, they saw those movies, and what did they say? Is romantic. I mean, those movies are not as far as explicit. I want to say explicit, as far as extreme to the fictional books lots of these women read. They are not anywhere close. But truly, those kind of content are more appealing to most women more than men. And there are some women, if they tell you their bedroom fantasies, what they fantasize about, see, even you would run. You'll be like, wait, people think like this. So when I saw that comment, I'm like, oh yeah, this may be true. Now hearing this, it's just a confirmation that potentially lots of women sit down to think about that, which is insane. But for me here is, Watching porn, guy or woman, is not about the frequency because it takes habit to become addiction. Habits. You might say, oh, it's no harm, it's just 30 minutes. You watch, no harm. Then from there, 30 minutes, you extend. Before you know, it becomes an addiction. That's how people start with whatever smoking, drinking, and all. They start small before it becomes an addiction. But again, to your tent. But I'm trying to understand the logic behind it because you create this type of content, but you think that men um watching it and talking bad about it or saying this whatever that oh yeah, some people may not like exactly, we've said it before, some people may not like what they this some people will say oh burger is not good for them, but again maybe they sit around where there is a burger, huge burger that is bigger than my head, and they'll be like oh it's not going to harm them, it's not going to let them just try eating this once, it's not going to harm them, it's not going to, they will, they might talk bad about the burger for all you know, but you'll be surprised how they will down it, they'll clear the plates. That's the reality of life. That's just the reality of life. Is it good? No. But again, that's the reality of life. You create those type of contents, you wonder why men are flocking around you. Hello? If you have spoiled food and you see, let me use the analogy, maybe you have your trash and you wonder why there are lots of flies hovering around, or maybe there are potentially maggots hovering around or around it. What do you think? Do you think they are attracted to the nylon or the bag, trash bag, or there is something inside there that they're attracted to? Use your tongue to count your teeth. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that stuff. And until next time, see you in the next video. This is a member shout out. Thank you so much for signing up to become a member here on this channel. Your love and support is immensely appreciated. And if you want to sign up to become a member, do well to click the link in the description box below to sign up to become a member, or click the join button beside the subscribe button to join the channel membership today. Once again, thank you so much for signing up to become a member.